one box of syringes that you can purchase. This one is a 31 gauge, 1 milliliter cc, 5/16 syringe. And this is what it looks like. But if you notice, here we have the similar box, which looks almost identical. But as you notice, there's a change over here. It's a 27 gauge, 1 milliliter cc, 1/2 or 12.7 millimeter box of syringes. Both of them contain 100, which is definitely more than you'll need in probably a year. But yeah, it's good to have. It's good to have a good supply because things happen. So let's talk about the difference between these two syringes. As you see, both of them, when it comes to the syringe piece, are the same size. They're both 100 units. So I'm going to turn, see, 100 units. Let's turn over here, 100 units. But as we see between these two syringes, one of them has a much bigger needle. This is the 31 gauge. This is the 27 gauge. Now, either one can work for you. Neither one of them is wrong, but you'll just have to remember that your 27 gauge needle is going to be a little bit longer and a little bit wider, so it'll go in deeper. Whereas the smaller one, the 31 gauge, is going to be more towards the surface of your skin as you inject. Let's talk about your syringe itself. There's going to be 3 pieces to your syringe. You have the plunger cap, you have the main chamber, and you have your needle. And this needle is covered by this little orange cap. The purpose of the plunger cover is to let you know if the needle has been used. Once you pull off the plunger cover, it's safe to assume this needle is either being used or it has been used. Over here on this side, we have our needle cap. Just pull it off gently. Once you've used your needle, you're going to want to recap it. How you do this is you lay your cap on the ground, and then you just use the tip to push it in. You don't want to use your finger to squish it down, but then you just press down. Once you have your cap in place, you can place your needle in your sharps container or whatever container you're using to hold your used syringes. You don't want to throw them directly into the trash can. To pull product from your vial, you're going to want to hold the product upside down. Make sure that you've cleaned the cap first with some alcohol. As you see, there's a little bullseye right here. You want to aim to the middle of this bullseye where that little ring is. So you're going to come in and you're just going to gently place your needle inside there, turn it upside down, and then slowly draw out your product, making sure that there are no air bubbles. If you have a little air bubble, it's not a problem, but the less air bubble you have, the better your injection will be. And once you're done filling your syringe, you just pull it directly off and you're ready to inject. So now let's talk about dosages. As you dose yourself, you may go up or down on your syringe. I want to show you these numbers here on the side. They're called units, and for our intents and purposes, we're going to be measuring in units. Here's 10, here's 20, and we don't want you going at this time any farther than 20. On this side, you can see this little mini line that's in between the bottom and the 10. This will be your 5, and then you have this nice big solid line that corresponds to the 10. Your product will be red as you pull it up. This is because it contains vitamin B12, which has a red color to it. This is your starting dose. This is 5 units. As you see, it is halfway between the bottom of the syringe and the number 10 mark. Let's see what 10 units looks like. There's our number 10. Pretty easy, huh? You can just tap off the needle and you're good to go.